Alright, today I'm teaching my wife how to replace struts, brakes, and rotors on a 2000 Ford Focus. She's learning. She's doing a good job too.
I need to rest that.
Should be.
Yeah.
Right now she is compressing the spring on the strut. She's doing that. I've already got the rear one done. She can do the rear one on the next one. She's getting it. You may have to just do a wrench, sweetie, if you can't get that up in there. There you go.
Interesting. So who are we advertising today? Rigid?
Rigid tool. My Rigid half-inch drive impact.
Rigid.
And I'm using my Snap-on 3/8 drive impact.
Yeah. Lifesaver. Where's that little green thing?
And my Snap-on 3/8 drive cordless ratchet Lifesaver.
Yes. Total lifesaver.
If you're gonna do this, you need a ball joint knocker.
Face. Ball joint.
Must have tool.
Yes. We found that out after we took a couple of trips to town.
Like that.
Just like that. One more. Look at that. How easy. Look at my tiny cute little tripod here. And a hammer. There you go. Maybe that was going to do something that you wanted it to do there. That might have made it worse.
Nah.
Okay.
Alright. Push down on that. I can get this strut out. Yep. Alright, grab the impact.
Near us, they've got lots of stops a few months later. They're actually in Charlotte, October 6th, Charleston, October 9th, Alpharetta, October 13th, and Augusta on October 15th, plus St. Augustine on October 16th. So lots of opportunities to go check out ZZ Top on their 50th anniversary tour. I've got Kansas and Fleetwood Mac coming up on the Rock of Savannah on 95. Alright, get the spindle out. It takes two people because we don't have a press. So, we're going to got 1/8" socket. We're going to drive it out, not over the rim. There. You ready?
like that.
Just like that.
That was the easy part. Heat it up a little bit. Try to get the rust to turn loose. Here we're going to apply some pressure. Now you got to knock it out with a punch, because I got to finish knocking it out. It's almost there.
Almost.
So just set it up here. It's kind of oddball. So I'm using a hitch pin for my tractor. Because I can hold it in my hand. My toolbox back in the truck.
Yep.
Pickup truck tailgate makes a great anvil. Make sure you got a metal tailgate, not aluminum though. If I had a press, it'd be a lot easier. But you're in a shade tree, you don't have a press. I changed my gloves. So yeah, I kind of ripped them. Okay, when you get a strut, spend the extra money and get the one that's already on a spring. That way it has this little boot and a new bushing.
Top and bottom.
Because when you order just a strut without the spring, it doesn't come with this. It doesn't come with the top bearing or the top rubber mount or this boot or this bushing here, and you have to order it separate.
Ask us how we know.
Ask her how we know.
Ask me how we know. Because we were trying to save money and we did not know that things didn't come with things that they were supposed to come.
When you order struts for the front, make sure there is a left and a right. So you have to order two different part numbers. You can't order two of the same ones. All right, so first we're gonna stick the strut in first. All right, well, we got it all back together. Well, part of the way. We got the strut back in. Bolts are loose. We got the spindle back in. We got the axle back in through the hole here and through the new bearing. Got the bottom ball joint in, and it's got the bolt loose on it. We're gonna stick the tie rod back in. Put the nut on it. We'll start tightening everything back up, and then we gotta get the hub back on the spline here, and that's kind of interesting. But that's my second one, so this will be a little easier than the first one, I hope. Got it tightened all the way, but I guess I'll have to replace tie rods in a couple months.
It's not taking a whole, like everything apart.
No, we're gonna take everything apart. So let's
Maybe.
we're gonna tighten the bolt for strut. Then we'll tighten the bottom ball joint. All right. Now we need the new hub. Nice new hub.
Pretty.
Comes with a new nut. Use the new nut that comes with it. And we got the other one on the other side. I kind of knocked on a little bit. I kind of messed it up just a little bit. So, because it was hard to get the rotor back on, I mushroomed this out a little bit. The way I hit it on there. So, I got to do a little something different this time. So what I gotta do is I gotta get it on there. I gotta knock it on far enough to get the nut on it. So then after I get the nut on it, I can use the impact to pull it on further. So held this in here like this and hit it with the big tire hammer, and it kind of mushroomed this out. So what I'm gonna do this time is I'm gonna use this hammer right here and hold it right here, and then we'll hit it right here. Oh, crud.
Oh, man.
That's what I was trying not to do.
Yep.
Well,
Is that on the inside, not the outside?
yeah, it's on the inside, not the outside. So, you know what? If I had a, you know what I really need? I should have used that earlier. I should have used a socket. I should have thought about this earlier. Here you go. If I had done this earlier, I wouldn't have messed that up. So I hope I ain't messed it up. It'll be alright.
The rest of that looking okay?
Yeah. Once you get it on there enough, you can put the nut on it. Put the nut on it. Look, I need the bigger socket right there. It's a 32 millimeter. Then I can use my big impact and push it way, rest of the way down. Need a new battery in the little pantry. Put that on the charger, please. Yeah, I kind of tweaked that a little bit. I was afraid I would. But I should be able to get the rotor on with no problem. It hadn't hurt anything. Next time I know, just use a socket, go over the spline here, and use the hammer and knock it on just enough so you can get the nut on it.
I brought power.
All right.
Yeah.
Power.
Power.
When you hear that sound just like that, you know it's all the way, because it won't go no further. Hear that? It's bottomed out.
Yep. And
So-
there's no gap back there either.
It's ready to put the rotor on and put the brake pads on. We looked up the torque. We found places, some of them says 199 foot-pounds, one says 232 foot-pounds. Our torque wrench goes to 150 foot-pounds. So when we go have the tires, so we have front end line alignment done on it, we'll have them make sure that our nut's tight enough. All right, get the rotor on it. A little oil coating. We're gonna take some brake clean and knock that oil coating off. All right.
The other one did not go on, and
I'm gonna take a lug nut
like that.
and put it on here to keep the rotor in place while we put the brake pads on. And the new caliper. They're right here, sweetie. She got everything set up, didn't even know it.
I did. I tried.
Alright.
I had the front end taken apart and ready for him by the time he got the back end on the other side done, and putting everything down on the other side, finishing up and put the jack down. I put everything, shifted it all to this side.
So, pad's gonna go on one way. Alright, we got the drum off. It's a little bit of a booger, but we got it. Now, I would recommend snapping a picture of this before you take it apart. That way you'll know that you got all the springs and clips in the right spot. Trust me, once you take this apart and you're going to put it back together and you don't have a picture or some kind of reference, you'll get lost. I have before too. It's just, and it's, does this go, where does this spring go? Well, you got a picture, you know. So, I got finished taking it apart, and we're going to change the caliper. This is the caliper right here is a little different than the front because this is brake shoes instead of disc brakes. So let's get to it. We're gonna, I need a screwdriver, sweetie. We'll go ahead and take the brake shoes off. Never mind, I got one right here. Alright, so what we're going to do, we got to pull these little clips off. There's a pin on the back side. So you just push the clip down, push the clip in, and push it like that. Pin comes out the back. When you get brake shoes, make sure you get an installation kit so it comes with new springs and pins. So you just discard that. Get the other side, do the same thing. Like so. Don't lose track of your pins so you don't get caught in a lawnmower.
Or a tire.
Or a tire. So discard that. So now you can just pull this apart and you already snapped your picture. So take this bottom spring and undo it. So, got lucky, everything just fell apart. So, you're going to take your emergency brake cable off right here. So kind of twist it around. Get it out. Well, it might be better to take this off first. Look at there. Safety glasses off, they're starting to get in the way. Get your emergency brake cable out of the way. Pull that loose. And see, you're going to take this apart. See what I mean by taking a picture? I usually just set this to the side, just like so. That way I kind of got a reference point where to start when I'm going to put it back together. We know this spring went to the bottom, just like that. So we're going to take the caliper. This is the caliper. We're going to take it off. It's got two 8mm nuts or screws on the back side. Just for reference, 8mm, same thing as 5/16, just in case. So we're going to take these bolts out back on the back. Be careful not to strip them. But classic rock gets you through the day when you're doing this. With Pink Floyd. This one's being real aggravating. I got one bolt loose. Alright, there's the bolt I was having a hard time getting out. Alright.
Ew.
There's the caliper. So, dual piston. Oops, sorry. Dual piston caliper. And it looks like one side of this one is messed up. That's why
that wouldn't.
That's why my brake pad looks like this. So
Yep.
it's in pretty bad shape. So it was a good choice to get new calipers. So we're going to discard this. Alright, here's a new caliper. I'm going one way. I want to try to clean your hands up a little bit before you put it back together so you don't get any dirt and anything in the hydraulic lines. Could you hand me a rag, please? Thank you. Alright, clean your hands up a little bit. If you got some compressed air, you might want to blow this out. You've got air compressor handy. I can use my screwdriver to scrape some to break this out. Do is we'll put our caliper back in, just like that.
Is there an up or down?
It can only go on one way.
Oh, I see.
You got two
Gotcha.
holes here,
Yep.
right here.
Okay.
Going one way. Alright, tighten them up now. Like that. Alright, we got our caliper on. We're going to go ahead and put the bleeder screw in and the brake line on it. Pull the little rubber plugs out. Discard those. Bleeder screw. The bleeder screw, it's beveled, so you don't use any kind of leak lock, or don't put anything like this, because if you do, you won't be able to get it off, so you can bleed the brake lines. It's self-sealing. Put that in there. The original was 11 millimeters, but the new one is a 10 millimeter. Should be right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and snug it up, even though I'm gonna take it back loose to bleed the line. Alright, get the brake line put back in.